What up YouTube, J-Dub here, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're doing something a little bit different for the channel. I've never really done one of these, but I really want to do it because I think there's just not a lot about it on there, but I want to do my own review and everything. So we have, you guys, we told you that we're going on this motorcycle trip in June. One thing me and Ryan like to do when we're riding, we like to be able to talk to each other. So what I got and what he got are this new Cardo Bold PACKTALK comm system. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an install, and we have literally 3 different style of helmets to show you guys like what all is involved in it and how your different styles and stuff like that. So that's going to be kind of cool. And I don't have my tripod, so we're going to have to guerrilla style video this a little bit. But yeah, let's get into the unboxing and get these things installed. Let's do it. Alright guys, so this is the Cardo PACKTALK Bold, and this is the dual. I believe you can get them individually, but this is the dual pack, so me and my wife can talk. And one thing I want to say right out the gate is how nice the packaging is.
Very Apple-esque unboxing experience. Very
Apple-esque. Here are your 2 main comms. They just kind of sit on top there. And then underneath of the plastic shielding there, you have an array of different manuals. You get a sticker.
Different languages.
Yeah, different languages for the manuals, important safety information, all that legal jargon they gotta give you. Like, hey, use this product, but don't ever use this product while riding. You get 2 boxes. I believe these are gonna have the different mounting systems. You either get a clip-on style that Ryan's gonna show you that like he has on his bike. And then there's also, for if you can't get the clip on there, you get what they call the glue pack. And this is literally 3M automotive tape, basically, and it just sticks onto the side of the helmet.
You've got 2 different options for microphones. This is the soft mic.
Yeah, you get the soft mic, which once again, Ryan will show you that on yours. Probably not going to work for like a modular or like mine, a 3/4 helmet.
You get the boom mic.
You get a boom mic for those applications there. So you get... Also, you get the speakers. These are Jbl speakers.
These are the upgraded 45mm Jbl speakers, and I already have this set up in my helmet. I've already installed it.
Okay.
And it sounds awesome.
Yeah. The speakers that came on the old version that I had wasn't bad, but from what Ryan's telling me, these are a much upgraded version.
They're much upgraded over the Freecom.
Yeah, there you go,
speakers.
Freecom.
That's just a Velcro for, I don't know.
I'm guessing to run wiring.
And charger.
And then obviously your charger. And then the other box here is basically just it's identical to the other box. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get into how to install these on different helmets. All right, guys. So for the first helmet we're doing my helmet. Now, please disregard how shitty my helmet is. It is an older helmet, and I will be getting a new one when I get a bike. But for now, this is going to work. Now,
just snap out however your helmet headliner snaps out. Just snap it out. And I don't know if you can see or not, but this has the recesses for the speakers. Some helmets don't have those. I think most modern helmets do.
I think most modern ones do. Now, one thing that the kits come with are these guys. These are basically spacers, because on my helmet, my speaker recesses are pretty deep. So you want some of you guys, depending on your helmet application, might want these spacers to push the speaker closer to your ear, so you don't have like a dead space in there.
Yeah.
So
you just put little Velcro strips in there.
Yeah, they have Velcro strips that come with 3M tape.
Just gonna pop this guy in here like so. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that at all.
I got the torch on, so right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're just gonna take these little spacer guys, line them up, and stick that in there.
It's look like that a sole, so I got it.
And then do the same thing on the other side. We've already got the Velcro in here.
So. Okay. All right, guys. So next, before you install the speakers, you're going to want to actually install what they call the glue pack and the sled. And basically, what you're going to do is you're going to clean off a spot that can fit flush. Now, one thing that's cool about these, you'll notice they have little bends in them to kind of go with the groove of the helmet in case, you know, the helmet doesn't necessarily, like, no helmet's like really crazy flat. So kind of nice that it comes with that. but you want to clean it up real good with the alcohol pad that they have in there. Make sure it's clean. I washed this helmet as best as I could in that area this morning. As you can see, I don't know if I'm going to do another matte helmet because the maintenance is just too much. But like I said, this is basically going where the PACKTALK one was earlier. So,
Freak fun.
All right, guys. So now this is what you're going to call basically the sled. This is what the COM actually plugs into. And basically what happens is it came out of the box with the clip installed, but my helmet will not take the clip. So you got to take the clip out.
You just push a little lever right there and that pops right out.
Yeah.
And this one I assume is just going to
slide in.
Hopefully snap in. Yeah, it's in there.
It's in there?
It ain't going nowhere. Cool.
Alrighty.
There you go. So now this is the one with the 3M tape on it. We're just going to stick to the helmet.
And I'm assuming you're just going to want to stick it basically somewhere near where there's no interference, as flat as possible, and to where it's not going to reach too far for your mics and stuff.
Just going to put it right back where the old one was, right here.
There you go.
Uh-oh, I don't want that. Stick that up a little too high. It's not making contact everywhere. Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
This one is quite a bit bigger than the other one, so I don't know if it'll... You happy with that?
What I should have done is not put this on yet.
So guys, if you have to install the 3M tape one, the glue pack, make sure before you actually install the sled on there, you get this nice and flush as much as possible. That way, you can see there's not camera focus. That way, there's plenty of surface area actually touching, and that's why it's got bends in it here. That way, it's touching really, really good. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I rode with this system with the 3M tape quite a while last year. It's not going anywhere. At no point did it come loose or anything. So if you have to 3M tape it, I wouldn't really worry about it.
Yeah, that 3M tape's holding it on there. Once it's on there, it's on there.
Yeah.
But if you put this on first, this isn't as flexible.
Right. So I would assume you're just going to hold that down for a little bit to make sure that it's on there as good as possible, and then you're going to slide the sled on there. All right, guys, so you install the sled, you just slide the sled up like we showed you just a minute ago. And now this is part it gets a little tricky because you got to run the wiring up under the padding. So
you've got your jack for your headphone or your speakers here, and then here's the little proprietary clip for the microphone.
Right.
So obviously the longer one goes to the opposite side from the sled. So we're just going to pop that little guy right like that. There's a little channel right here that we can run that wire around.
Okay.
And then obviously you just run it kind of behind your headliner. Get this other guy in over here, and we'll take care of the wires in a minute. Bam.
And to be fair, there is this Velcro-y kind of stuff on the back of the speakers that just stick right to the Velcro that you already installed on there.
Yeah.
All right, so the speakers are in there, so now we're just going to run the wire.
All right.
So guys, this is a good point in time to where instead of actually just hiding the wires right away, make sure you try your helmet on and make sure that there's no pressing against your ears or interference against your ears or anything that's going to make this uncomfortable. Like I said, these speakers, if you have to, you don't have to put the spacers in. On my helmet, it would just be kind of a dead space if I didn't, so I went ahead and put the spacers on there. So just double check that before you move on to hiding all the wires. I mean, you could change it, obviously, but let's face it, you know, you want to get all that done before you, so you don't have to do the same job twice.
Basically, you just hide the wires behind your headliner.
Just make sure when you're hiding your wires, you're not having any pinch points or anything.
Yeah, you don't want to. This is another thing I did on mine. I put all of it behind the headliner, put it all back together, tried it on. I could feel some pressure on the back of my neck, so I just moved the wires up a little bit, and then I put my helmet back on, and I couldn't feel them at all.
Okay.
So that just plugs into that 3.5 millimeter guy there. I'm gonna kind of tuck this under here, just to put some tension on it, so it's not flopping around in the wind. That's about as good as that's gonna get. We're gonna hide this up in here like that, and then we'll snap the headliner back in and have you try this on again.
Alright. Alright guys, once you got all that tucked up under there, now we're going to be doing the boom mic. Remember, I can't do the other mic because I don't have a, like I said, I don't have a chin guard there, so I use the boom mic. And basically what this is, now on my helmet, I have Velcro here.
I think I put that in there when I installed the other one.
Okay, so yeah, you have to install some Velcro here if it doesn't already have it. And you're going to have to hide these wires, and basically you're going to have to put that boom mic right in there to kind of keep it tucked up under there. And then that is where the holder comes in place, doesn't it?
I don't think we're going to need it on this.
Alright guys, so basically once you get the boom mic installed, you're going to have to position it where you want. Now there's a little arrow that shows where the mic is, so you want that as obviously as close to your mouth as possible. Now on this application, because of the way my visor works, I have it basically right up against my mouth, like that. Once you hide all the wires and everything, like I said, just kind of run the mic out to the side here, somewhere where you can get a good, you don't want it to be pinched, but somewhere where you got a good, you know, orientation of it. And you want this boom mic basically within, I'd say, at least 2-3 inches of your mouth. Okay, and yeah, that's basically how you're going to install it on this particular helmet. Okay. All right guys, now this is the actual unit, and basically it's just a clip and play.
Snaps in there, right
snaps in there like that.
This is your volume wheel. This is, you push this to answer phone calls and hang up phone calls.
Okay.
You turn it on by hitting these two buttons together.
And there
she's on.
She turns on.
Yep.
Now it does have a little antenna.
Yep.
Do you flip up? I'm assuming that just extends the range.
Yep. And then you just hold these down.
Bam.
Turn it off.
Okay. Guys, so that was for my helmet. Now we're going to work on Ryan's wife's helmet. She just bought this today, and on just a completely separate note, I want to say this LS2 helmet is really nice for the price.
Yeah, $179, and it's a nice helmet.
I like that color.
Yeah. So this one's gonna be a little trial and error, just figuring out how to get everything out of here.
All right. So we're gonna just do like what we normally do, guys. We're just gonna fish around, make sure we got what we need.
The cutouts. See, her cutouts, you probably can't see it, but they are much more shallow than what his were. So we're not going to use those spacers. We're just going to throw
those are just barely like indented
Velcro
in there, aren't they?
Throw some Velcro in there and call it that.
Damn. All right, guys. Now on her helmet, we went ahead and took out the, I guess you would call them cheek pads.
Yeah, cheek pads came completely
out. The
out,
cheek pads out completely because we were able to. And yeah, so you can really see how shallow the inside of the speaker well is there. So we're just going to put the Velcro that came with the kit. All right, guys, like we said on this one, it's going to be kind of a trial and error. We're going to try to see if we can get the clip to actually get clipped onto the side of the helmet like Ryan's does.
Fat opening there.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than the other one.
If I can get it up over, get it to go in behind that a little bit, I think I can get this thing to work. My helmet doesn't have this big thick liner around the lip like these other ones do. Boom.
All right. So on this particular helmet,
put it on backwards. I'm an idiot. There we go.
On this particular helmet, it looks like we're going to be able to use the clip, which definitely makes this a little easier. Not to mention, if you get a new helmet, you don't have to worry about taking 3M tape off, which I'm not going to lie, actually worked pretty good this morning with a hair dryer, but still, it'd be easier if you didn't have to. All right, guys, so now we're making sure that the actual thing's going to slide back over, and I think it did.
Nope.
It won't do it?
Nope, I think we're going to have to use the sticky one too.
Oh, well, I was mistaken.
Yeah, we tried. I don't think yours had.
Right, well, it does, but it's lower. See, on this, the only thing that kind of sucks about this is it covers up the logo, but who cares?
Who cares? They got another one on that side. So yeah, we're going to put this guy right there.
And that'll, that's got a nice flat surface, so.
Yeah.
And once again, guys, it's the same process with the other helmet. You're going to just take an alcohol pad and clean that up really good.
I boogered that to wrap on this helmet up a little bit doing that.
That's all right. Like I said, the bugs will cover that up pretty quickly.
Half an hour of riding, you won't be able to see it.
And once again, guys, like I said, peel the sticky off where you know exactly where you're going to have it.
Make sure it's not upside down.
Yeah. And then once you've got it clean and the alcohol's dry, you're going to stick it on there. Oh, that is perfectly like contoured, isn't it?
That's perfect. That's beautiful. That's pretty right there.
One thing we just kind of tested out here real quick, guys, you want to make sure that this is going to clear. If you have a modular, you want to make sure that it's going to clear everything here, which this is going to be fine, so no issues there. So the next step's going to be to pull all that back off and start running wires. Alright guys, so now we're installing the speakers, and you'll notice on this particular helmet there were no wire channels for the speakers, but we're going to be able to run it behind the padding, and I think because of just how thick the padding is, you're not going to notice. Alright guys, so we're trying to play around with where we want to get the boom mic situated at. We still got to put the Velcro in there, but Ryan tried this on, and it's sitting right there in front of his mouth where it's supposed to be. When you put it down, and you can see inside here that it actually sits right there above the mouth. Let me see if I can get the light on there, show it off. Hopefully you can see that, but it's right there. It's not too close, it's not too far away.
Where'd the mic? Oh, the mic's down here. Crap.
One thing is, yeah, you might have to make sure that it's not infringing on the...
off anyway.
Plug your mic in there to the small port there, and then we're going to install some Velcro and place the mic where we need it at.
Right there. Wire in front of the speaker. Indent right there.
Yeah, like I said, that'll sit right there nice. And then, like I said, with the boom mic, you can move it wherever you want if you put your helmet up. So as long as you take off the chin or the...
You kind of have to take that off.
Yeah, it doesn't really interfere with anything, so...
Boom.
I like it.
Throw the other cheek pad back in, and then this one's done. Yeah, the install on the other one's going to be exactly the same.
Yeah. Done, and it is going to work pretty good. Like I said, guys, really do like that LS2 helmet. I think it's called the Horizon. It's nice for the price. Now we're working on my wife's helmet, and one thing that's going for here is this pad here is bolted. So what you're gonna have to do is it Velcro's there. So we're gonna have to run the wires through to and then put it back on there.
A little more complicated, but it'll be all right.
Like I said, just trying to show you guys all the different kind of styles of helmets, or you might have to make this work.
And obviously, I have a full faced, and it was very easy.
Yeah,
it just all kind of went together.
Like I said, we'll do a quick overview of the full face when we're done with these here. All right, guys. So basically, we had to cut it just a little bit short because Ryan had a prior engagement that he had to get to and everything. But basically, you guys saw how we did all that, and so after doing Ryan's done this now like 6 times. And after it's all said and done, the one thing I can definitely tell you is every helmet's going to be a little bit different. I just wanted to basically show you the overview of how to do all this stuff. Now, to be fair, we have no affiliation with Cardo. They don't send me this stuff. We bought all these things. This is a pricier kit, but I think for people that want to be able to talk like in large groups and stuff, I think this absolutely is going to be the best thing for you. Now, what we did after we did the install, we had to sync up all the helmets, and we went on. Ryan went on a test ride. I followed him in my car. I had the helmet on in my car, so we can kind of talk. I had the windows down to see how the wind noise was and everything worked really, really well. I think this thing is going to work great for our trip in June. I'm really excited about that, guys. I'm telling you, I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of videos out of that trip. I actually want to film some of the trip. I'm thinking about, like I said, doing like a full-on review of the bikes that we're going to be renting and all this other stuff. So really excited to bring you those videos as well. But I really wanted to do an install video on this. Now, to be fair, I was going to do a video like showing you guys all the features and everything. But here's the thing. It would take forever to film that video because this thing does so much. It has audio where you can, audio commands and stuff. Like you could say Cardo, play music, and all this other stuff. And it would take forever to film the video. And I'm being 100% honest. I'm not even 100% sure of all the features on this unit yet. But what I can say, what really attracted me and Ryan to this particular unit is that it uses the mesh network system, which basically allows us to talk within a group and it doesn't require Bluetooth. But the other cool thing is if you have writers in your group that have different brands that do have Bluetooth and stuff, you can still sync with those. And this is where I'm coming from, guys. So much stuff you can do with this unit that I didn't have time to film it all. And I didn't want to start filming something and not give you guys the right information because I'm not 100% sure. So what I do plan on doing is, because we're going to be going down in southern West Virginia with these, and we're going to have at least 5 to 6 people in communication, I'm going to do a review video when we get done with the trip in June. So that's a video to look forward to. And I've got another video I want to post here at some point about the quad lock phone mount. Like I said, guys, just trying to think of different videos to give you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to lie. A lot of the videos coming up are going to be motorcycle-based stuff. I still have some car stuff to go. Chris is still working on the first gen Neon, but for the most part, right now, I've got a bunch of motorcycle stuff that I'm going to be posting. So, I mean, but that's what it is. This channel's not just cars. It's called Cars and Stuff. It has a little bit of everything in it. So, if you like the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. The channel's growing, and I'm really excited about that. So please help the channel grow. Subscribe. If you have any questions or if you know something that I don't know, please leave a comment down below. I try to get to all the comments that I can. You guys have been super supportive, and I appreciate that. But like I said, right now, I think I'm going to call it a night. The installs went great. We tested them. They work well. Really excited to try these units out like on the open road when we actually go on this trip. So once again, another video going to be coming for a review of these probably. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. But like I said, guys, that's the general install. Like I said, the biggest thing is just every helmet is different, so you might have to play with it a little bit. My wife's helmet was probably the easiest to do the install, but her the speaker cutouts in her helmet were just a smidge on the small side, so we had to play with that a little bit to make sure that we got the speakers as flush as possible, so there was no ear interference and things. So these are all things you're going to have to play with getting this unit. This unit is expensive. I think it retails at $599. Me and Ryan were able to get it for, I think, like $386 or something. So we got a really good deal on it. So, but I think it's worth the money. I think it's going to work great. But like I said, we're going to get more into that when I do the actual review. Once again, guys, please like and subscribe the video. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next video.